Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to See Mindy Mom. Today I thought I would share with you a little mini grocery haul with Ibotta rebates, so stay tuned. I did not need to make a huge grocery trip this week. We're gonna be heading out of town in a few days, but I knew that I needed just a few filler items. So I thought I would hop into Ibotta and just see what else I could get at the store if there were any great rebates. And I noticed that there was a fabulous bonus available right now. If you are familiar with Ibotta, you probably already know this, but I feel like the most bang for your buck when it comes to earning money back with Ibotta is the bonuses. And sometimes there are bonuses available for making a certain number of purchases or submitting for a certain number of rebates within a specific time period. And sometimes there are bonuses attached to certain products and certain brands of products. And both of those are things that I was able to do today. The bonus that I wanted to hit today was the March Madness bonus. I've seen this one the last couple of years and it's a really great bonus. This year it's a $10 bonus whenever I redeemed at least 20 rebates. I know that sounds like a lot, but typically I don't see a $10 bonus attached to that low of a threshold for rebates. The last one I saw for $10 was like 36 rebates or something you had to submit to qualify for it. And believe it or not, it's a little easier to make it to that point if you're kind of savvy with the rebates that you're using. There's lots of rebates on items that are like around $1, so you can really hit that threshold pretty quickly. Plus there were some rebates for items that we kind of needed around the house or that I knew that we would use. Sometimes there are bonuses attached to specific brands or families of brands of different items. For instance, maybe there would be a Kellogg's bonus where if you submitted 2 rebates for Kellogg's items that were in Ibotta, you would get an additional 50 cents or something like that. So along with my few purchases that I needed to make just to kind of get us through the week, I was able to get some pretty good rebates and hit that bonus. And I'm going to show you the things that I purchased to make that happen and tell you exactly how much in rebates I got back into my Ibotta account for submitting those rebates. This is my small little Walmart haul, and everything over here are just some random items that I wanted to help us get through the week. I just needed a few things to help us through a few days before we leave town for a little bitty getaway for spring break. So I had some produce here. Strawberries and grapes and asparagus were a good price, so I picked those up. And to go along with the strawberries, I also got a little bit of whipped cream. We have been enjoying this with strawberries just as kind of a really easy, light kind of sweet treat or dessert after dinner time. I got some provolone cheese because I'm gonna do some easy sliders tonight for dinner, some string cheese and whipped cream cheese and turkey for the kids' lunches. So these were things that did not have rebates attached. I just wanted to pick up some things to make it easier to get through the week. Everything over here had rebates attached to it through Ibotta. So I'll try to remember what the rebates were and kind of tell you my thinking behind picking up these items. So first off, they actually had a rebate on a produce item. It was $1 back when you bought 2 pounds or more of a certain kind of apple, and it was an Envy apple. The price per pound was kind of high. It was $1.97, but for 2 pounds would be about $4 minus $1 for the rebate. So it would make them about $1.50 a pound. And that's what I pay for Honeycrisp apples when they're on sale, and those are my favorite. But there are some produce deals occasionally that come through there, so I did pick up some apples. 2 packages of gum. Does anybody else find themselves needing mints or gum because we wear masks so often? Like, I don't want to smell my own coffee breath, so I've been chewing more gum than I usually do. I think this one was like a BOGO deal. You got $1.12 back when you bought 2 packages. The Snickers bar might have been 50 cents back, and these are only priced at 88 cents at my Walmart. So, I mean, you know, I'll eat that eventually at some point in time. And then the Nerds candy also had a rebate, a 50-cent rebate attached. And these kinds of items can come in handy whenever you are trying to hit a bonus because they don't cost very much out of pocket. So even if it's a small rebate, if it helps me get over the bonus, that's what makes it worth it to me. I looked for these one of the last times I was doing an Ibotta deal and I could not find them, but they were over where the cereal bars are instead of where the raisins are. It says that it's a BOGO deal because it's a $1.50 rebate, but they're only priced at $2.44 at my Walmart. So it actually makes them less than $1 for this little package of energy bites. So that'll be an easy thing to throw in our bag and take to the ballpark or gymnastics or something like that when we're looking for a quick snack. I so wanted to do some cereal deals there, but unfortunately they just did not line up very well for me. My Walmart is not carrying the smaller boxes of cereal, which makes it a little harder to do some good cereal deals. And they weren't carrying the kinds of cereal that had rebates attached to them, like the certain kind of frosted mini wheats and just the different kinds of cereals that had good rebates. They didn't have them there, but I did pick this one up. And interestingly enough about this Special K blueberry cereal, it was an okay deal because there were 2 different rebates that attached to it. There was a 75-cent rebate for Special K, and then there was a $1 rebate for this specific specific kind of Special K with the blueberries in the family size. And they both applied whenever I submitted my receipt. So that actually made for a fairly decent deal. There was a rebate back on Cliff Bars for kids. I think it was $1 rebate, and that normally would not be a good deal on these, but for some reason, this particular kind at my Walmart was priced at $2. Right above it, the same size, the same count, and just a different flavor was $3.98. So I don't know what the deal was with this flavor, if it's discontinued or not, but it basically came out to $1 for 6 snack bars, and those come in handy for us when we're rushing out the door to activities. There was $1 rebate back on the Triscuits. I wanted to get Wheat Thins, but my Walmart was totally picked over. It's a Monday morning. There was not a single box of Wheat Thins in sight, so I went for the Triscuits because there was $1 rebate on those. This is 2 separate rebates, and again, these were awesome filler items, things that we will use, that we will eat in this household. In fact, we'll probably have this tonight along with our sliders that I'm gonna make. And these are both priced at around $1 a box, and they both had 20-cent rebates, so they're awesome for trying to reach that threshold for a bonus, because I'm not gonna spend very much out of pocket, but they're each gonna count for 1 rebate, so it's gonna get me closer to that bonus threshold. The bread is a bit of a treat. This is the Oro Wheat Country Style Butter. There was a $1.25 rebate. We needed bread. I mean, I could have gotten a store brand bread a little bit cheaper, but this will be really delicious. I'm looking forward to having some toast or a sandwich with this. This will be gone pretty quickly because this is like really good bread as opposed to the cheaper stuff that I normally buy when I'm buying store-bought bread. I think it was priced at $2.98. So with the $1.25 rebate, like I said, it's not the best deal, but we needed bread anyway, so you know, it worked out. The Siggy's yogurts are $1.48 at my Walmart. These are the single serve size, and normally, you know, single serve yogurts being about $1, that's a pretty decent deal, but there was a 75-cent rebate, so that made this just 73 cents after you consider the rebate. Turkey smoked sausage. I was so excited to see a small rebate in my app for this because this is something that I wanted to buy anyway. We use this all the time. It keeps for a while in the refrigerator, so you know, it wasn't a large rebate, but again, an item we will use and it will help me get to a bonus. The No Yolks Egg Noodles had a 50-cent rebate attached to them. Each of these, the single serve little instant oatmeals and then the regular oatmeal that comes in the canister, there was a 50-cent rebate on each of these. However, when you bought them both, you also got a $1 bonus. And remember that I feel like the best bang for your buck is with the bonuses. Knowing what I know now, I probably would not get this, but I threw it in my cart because I thought I was going to need it to reach the threshold. And by the time I got up to the front of the store to check out, I was like, I didn't really want to go all the way to the back and put it back. These are $1.98. There was a 50-cent rebate. I mean, we will eat it. I kind of like the concept. You just throw an egg in here and then I think you microwave it and voila, you have a meal. And with the detergents, we're kind of running low, and I am kind of partial to Tide. I really prefer Tide, but I haven't seen a lot of great coupons and deals for Tide. I usually do those deals at CVS and I just have not been doing couponing there. So I did pick up some of these items. There was a $2 rebate on the Persil, is it Persil or Persil? On the little discs. These are like the pods, and there's only 15 in here, but a $2 rebate made it a fairly decent deal, although not the best on detergent. And then there was $1.50 back on the small container of the Persil liquid, but I went ahead and picked up the all because first of all, they had this concentrated all that says it's 53 loads. I mean, does it ever really last as long as they say it does? But still, this is the concentrated, so it doesn't take as much. I think the rebate on this was $1, and it is around $5 at my Walmart, maybe $4.97. So $1 rebate back on that. And then there was $2 back on the big size all. So this is, does it say 100 loads here? Yep. There was a $2 rebate on this. Plus, again, there was an additional bonus for buying them both together. So I think I ended up getting $4 in rebates total because there was $1 on this, $2 on this, and $1 bonus because I bought both of them. So you're probably wondering how much I spent and how much I got back in rebates. And I'm going to tell you, I have my receipt here and I did a little bit of math, so I'm going to be able to tell you, but I want to mention before I forget, because I forgot to at the beginning of this video, that if you have never tried Ibotta before and you want to sign up, I will leave a referral link in the description box. I got to be honest with you, I'm not sure what the welcome bonuses are anymore. I feel like they changed, and I also am not even sure what the referral bonus is anymore, but I will leave a link in the description box if you've never tried it and you want to check it out. So by my calculations, my total before tax for everything that I showed you was $89.15. And I don't usually include tax when I'm talking about these things because that's going to vary according to where you live. Some places don't even have tax on food products. So I'm just telling you what I paid what the item actually costs, like on the store shelf. $25 and some change was for the things that I showed you, like the produce and the cheese and the stuff that I just wanted for our house for the week. So when I took that out of my total, it was $63.55 on the items that I submitted for rebates. And I have to tell you too, and this is a tip too, if you're just starting out, that whenever I scanned the little barcode on the bottom of my receipt and it pulled up all of my rebates in my app, there were some missing, and I had to go back and verify those items that I knew that I had purchased so that it would add them to my total. It left 5 items off of my rebate list that I had to go back into the app and verify. So make sure that you're careful about that whenever you're submitting receipts and that you are getting credit for all of the things that you purchased. So $63.55 specifically on the items that I purchased that had rebates attached to them. After I submitted my rebates and I received my rebates and my bonuses, I had $33.82 put into my Ibotta account. So if I take the rebates into consideration, the bottom line is less than $30 for the things I showed you that had rebates attached. And we're talking about stuff that I'm going to use anyway, right? Like detergent and bread and macaroni and cheese and cereal. And if I'm dependent on this money rolling back into my grocery budget so that I am essentially getting that price for the items that I purchased, I can actually connect my bank account to my Ibotta account. Or what I usually do is have money sent to my PayPal account and then have that deposited into my bank account. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and put that money right back into the grocery budget if I needed to. We usually have a little wiggle room in our budget and in our grocery budget, so I'll let mine build up for a little while, and sometimes I will use that like for gifts or for Christmas presents or something like that. Pretty good deals, pretty decent rebates, and a really fabulous bonus on items that we use all the time. So hopefully that was helpful, or at least interesting. I know I'm sometimes interested to see what people are able to get in their stores. Feel free to leave me a comment, and I will be sure to check in again with another video very soon.